I want to talk about how I've been doing with the 22nd Century Natural Hair Woman products and what I think about them overall. It is really cold here in Arkansas, and I've been wearing a wrap turban look for the past 2 days just to keep my natural trindles safe and protected before I wash because I knew that I was going to wash over the weekend. And I've been using the natural products for about 2 months now, and I feel like that I have a good grasp on what I think about the products. So the main base product, if you saw in my unboxing of the first set of products that I got, is the shampoo bar, and this one is the citrus one. I haven't used the lavender one yet, but that is a really great one to use if you deal with a lot of dandruff. Lavender is really great. I don't really have a lot of dandruff per se, so I started out with the citrus, and I can't wait to use the lavender. She had a rose bar included in a special set during Black Friday, and I did not get in on that sale. I missed out; it was sold out. So I really wish I had the rose bar, but maybe in the future. But I just want to talk about the shampoo bar and what I think, and how I feel about all of it. So I love using the shampoo bar, and it literally took about a month for my hair to adjust to the bar because I didn't do the detox or any of that beforehand. So if you don't really detox your hair, I think it takes about a month, she says, for your hair to really adjust to the shampoo bar. And the reason why I didn't do her detox kit is because mainly I do use natural products, even though I've used other products that have silicones in them and things like that. I just felt like I didn't really necessarily need the detox process, and I would have rather just naturally gone through the 1 month process because I've been natural for 9 years, and I don't really use like a lot of products, but I just felt like I could wait it out. And I do have a stylist that takes care of my hair maybe 2 to 3 times for the year. And she uses natural products as well. And she presses and does a light dusting trim on my hair every 6 to 7 months or so. So, what I found about the shampoo bar that I really enjoy is that the lather is not heavy, but it's very apparent and it really cleans the scalp and the hair really well. I don't really know if I have a lot of sebum. I haven't noticed like this huge amount of sebum when I wash my hair. So I don't know if that's good or bad, but I don't really notice a lot of sebum. What I do not enjoy about using the shampoo bar is that a lot of times the shed hair gets in the bar, and I guess it's not a big deal, but I just don't like when the shed hair gets all over my bar because I feel like when I'm pulling at it and trying to clean off the shed hairs, it ends up, taking away more of the actual product from the bar. So that's kind of like the con that I have about the bar overall is that I just don't like when the shed hair gets in there. And then the shed hair kind of turns like I don't know if you could see, but it turns like a, I don't know, like a brownish color because it sits on the bar. But usually there's way more hair on there, and I'm just kind of like pulling it off as I go when I wash. And I usually wash in the shower, but the last time I washed at the sink, and I think I'm going to wash at the sink again today, and then I will finish and wash out my deep condition in the shower. And speaking of deep conditioner, this is the bottle that it comes in. But I had a little bit left over and I put it in the freezer because if you don't use this within a month with the deep conditioner, you really want to actually basically measure off enough for a serving for each time that you do your deep conditioning. She recommends deep conditioning approximately once a month because it is a deep conditioner and it's really heavy, and she doesn't feel that you should do more than that. So this has been in the freezer, and this is a serving of one deep condition. And you have to put this in your hair at room temperature. So I've had this out overnight because we're in the 30s here. So it's been really, really cold. So I set this out last night to let it thaw out and get room temperature. So what I enjoy about the deep conditioner, and this does not have the protein in it because I feel like sometimes protein is a bit too much on my strands. But what I have discovered about the deep conditioner is that it is a deep conditioner, and it gets deep into the hair. And what I feel like is that using it once a month is almost not enough for my strands because my hair tends to want to get very dry. Um, but when I use it and I have it in for that first week, I mean, I can twist my hair, I can have it in the banding look and all that, and my hair is just so moisturized, and I can like restyle it and redo it with just maybe misting my hair and not really using a lot of other products or moisturizers or anything like that or oils, and my hair is still so moisturized. But when I wash it once a week and I go and I do the next wash the following week, I feel like there's a little bit of moisture left, but not as much. And then like the third time, my hair seems to be a bit dry, so I'm having to add in other products like her shea butter and my oil that I make my hair oil, and so I'm having to like add that in to really get you know more moisture. And this is the shea butter. It has a very natural, clean shea butter smell. It's nothing, super fancy with scents, but it is very moisturizing and it is very creamy. And you just have to go very lightly with it. So, what I will say that's a con about the deep conditioner is that it really clogs up my tub. It clogs up, when I'm showering and rinsing it out because it is extremely thick. So I wouldn't recommend using it any more than once a month because your shower or tub or whatever is really going to suffer. Now, although I'm at my honey's place today, he has larger openings in his shower, so I'm interested to see how that works. But for my place, it's very clogging, and I had to like put in some Drano and stuff to get my tub back flowing. And in addition to that, when I first ordered, I wasn't able to get my hands on the hair stew. So the hair stew and um, the twisting cream was my second purchase. And when I got my hands on this, like I mentioned, I was getting a lot of shed hair in my shampoo bar. After using this hair stew for a week, my shedding decreased astronomically and it was amazing. So my shedding has been a little bit more manageable, and I'm really, really, really excited about that. So it really does do what she says and it claims to do about the shedding. It has like a vinegar smell and it's full of herbs. It's very watery and runny, but you use this like every time you wash. Like after you wash, with the shampoo bar and your cuticles are open, you apply this and then you sit in it for at least 2 hours, 5 hours max. Sometimes you can do it overnight. I think I'm gonna do like maybe 4 or 5 hours deep condition on today. And when you use the hair stew on deep condition day, which again is once a month, you kind of combine these two together and put it through your hair strands. I think I'm going to show you a little bit of how I wash on today and go through that with you, but I'll probably do the deep conditioning part off camera. But I just want you to kind of see my strands, what they look like, once they're wet and everything like that. But yeah, so I really overall I would grade this and give her products an A because I've really enjoyed my results. And like I said, that deep conditioner, I really wish that I could use it like at least every 2 weeks because I feel like once I go into 3 weeks of not having it, my hair is more just really dry and kind of brittle. But I mean, I'm telling you, when I use it that first week, it is amazing. Like just the shine is it's just glorious. It's beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and remove my wrap and kind of just go over with you Here's my bun, kind of how I just handle my hair and get it ready for washing. This is why I don't really even like putting stuff in my hair, especially bobby pins, because we get caught. But my hair has been banded. I parted down the center and I banded down all week. And then on Saturday, I switched it up and, put it up in a bun and wore the wrap. But I work out 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, and I sweat a lot, and I'm a huge head sweater. So all of the sweat, it comes, you know, down my head and just into my hair. But I think that that's fine. It's healthy. Like I said, the shedding that I've been getting is very minimal now, and I really love that. Of course, I still deal with a few fairy knots, but not as much knotting and tangling as I've experienced in the past. I feel like that my hair stretches better, if that's something that you're looking for. But I don't know if you can see. I'll just try to get in there. I mean, it's not super dry, like it has moisture, but like my back is very wavy and a little bit looser in the curl, and then we get kinkier in the middle, and then it's kind of loose and wavy here on the sides. So I probably have about three different textures that I'm working with. And so, like I said, I usually just band it down, but I think for this week, I really want to do a side part, and I try to stay away from the combs as much as possible. But my stylist, um, she gifted me with an African brush. An African brush. I didn't bring with me an African comb, and one of the um, little fingers broke like before I started using the products that I'm using now. But this is a comb, and it's kind of like it has wavy fingers because that's the way that our hair is, like naturally. But this is like a parter, and it's just like you go in and it just creates this easy, quick part for you without doing a lot of snagging. And when my hair is pressed, like it just goes through there like magic. But my hair is quite dry right now, so I have to be very careful. So what I'm basically doing is just trying to get the hair situated and sectioned off. Sometimes I use a rat tail comb into 6 sections so that I can begin the wash part. And like I said, I really try to deal with and go with my natural parts, like how my hair falls. But that's not always the case. Like, I pretty much have it figured out. So I'm just getting the sections and twisting them. And of course, taking out any shed hair that I gather, and then wrapping the hair away. And just kind of feeling around for any knots or tangles, shed hair, and so forth. I feel like that my hair is stronger, much stronger than it has been in the past. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to say to my stylist when I go to see her, probably in March, because like, I like her products, but I really, really like these products a lot, and I don't know if that'll be a good idea to switch back. So that's something that I have to think about. But what she usually does on me is it's a very deep moisturizing treatment. It's called the thermalizer, and she puts the product in my hair, and she sits me under infrared lights and really lets the product penetrate and get into my strands. And then like that should last you initially, um, I think 1 to 3 months. But after you've been getting it done for a while, like you don't even need it that often. And I've been going to her for 5 years now, so I don't go to get that nearly as often because I just don't feel like I need it. And she really does believe in naturalists actually knowing how to manage their hair, like outside of her. So she tries to equip us with tools on how to handle our hair and manage and take care of our own hair, which I believe is super important. Um, Outside of her, that's why like she gets so excited when she has clients that can handle their hair because she doesn't have to see them as often, and then she can get in other clients and start new clients and get them on the path as well to handling their hair. So yeah, um, eye maintenance and take care of and protective style and all of that on my own for the most part. I try to keep it simple, even though I can be tempted sometimes because there's so many cute hairstyles out there. I try to keep it simple, and I kind of want to two strand my hair um, this time around too, but it's so much hair that I don't want to do that like on my own. I wish somebody else could do it. So yes, but as I said, feeling for knots, just finger detangling, getting rid of shed hair, sectioning off, and getting ready to wash the hair. And this bun was in my hair for 2 days, so um, we do shed at least about 100 hairs approximately a day. So I'm just very proud of how much hair I'm actually not losing because I mean, I really was seeing a lot of shedding and I was thinking, okay, is it my water source? Which here in Arkansas, we do have decent water. Like, I've always heard good things about our water. And when I drink from the tap, it has always tasted better than most other cities that I visited. So I really do believe that we have decent water. I'm going to remove my watch because I don't want it to get wet. And then my honey, he is so sweet. He saves all of his old teas for me so that I can dry my hair with the tea instead of a cotton towel. So there was a little bit of hair wrapped up in the band, which, you know, I guess I would consider normal as long as it's just like not a crazy amount. Um, so I'm going to try to gather what I can or what I at least see of the shed hair so that you can see like this hair stew, it really does work. Like, and this is my shed hair, guys. Like, normally this is way thicker, it's larger, it's usually about 3 times this size, way more strands. So if you want to get your hands on something that will strengthen your hair and get rid of some major shedding, this hair stew is legit. It's bomb. And you keep it refrigerated, like I said. Um, so come with me. Go with me. We're going to head to the kitchen sink because I'm going to wash in the sink so that I can have more control and focus before I put in the conditioner. So I hope that this is a good angle. And I'm going to get the water really warm. Because like I said, it is cold here. It's really cold. But thank you guys for checking me out and being on the journey with me and everything. Like I said, I've been using the products um, exclusively for 2 months now. And I have really been happy with the results that I am seeing. So this water is really, really, really warm now. And I'm going to just kind of go in and get it wet. Woo, nice and warm. I have low porous hair, low porosity hair, so I have to use a lot of warm water to open up my cuticles. Uh-oh. Make sure that can't get down. Oh, this thing's not cold. Alright, so you saw my hair dry. So what I'm going to do is go in so you can see how it looks wet. And this is without the shampoo. I have a lot of shrinkage, but not near as much as I used to since using the shampoo bar. And what I do is I go in and I get the shampoo bar wet. And get a lather going on my hands. And then I just kind of rub with the pads of my hands. And get to that scalp. And we're focusing on the scalp because the suds will roll down once I rinse. And when you rub with the pads of your fingers, you're also getting the scalp stimulated. You're stimulating your scalp, and that helps with hair growth. Oh, I forgot to get my other thing. Let me see if I can grab it. I also have my handy dandy scalp massager, and after I get the lather in there really good and all over that section, I like to go in with this, and this really stimulates the scalp and gets hair growth going. So I really like this. It feels really good. It's therapeutic. But I guess I'll come in a little bit so you can kind of see The strands, again, I don't really see any sebum or anything, or feel like I feel a whole lot of sebum, but that's where we are. And usually after I do a section, like, then I go ahead and I got a nail that's really causing some problems. Go ahead and rinse it out and start on the next section, but I think I want to go ahead and just like do all of the sections and then rinse the shampoo bar out. I think that's what I want to do. Do it like that and then see what it's looking like. And then going with the next section. At least a month, and then your hair kind of adjusts to the bar, and it really makes the hair softer and just more manageable. And there's more of a stretch, less shrinkage. And I think what I'm really adjusting to is not putting like stylers and jellies and stuff in my hair after I wash with these products, because I'm so used to trying to set the hair and make the curls really pop, and but my hair doesn't do well with wash and goes because it always just gets the tangles. So um, maybe what I'll do is in the warmer months, if I occasionally want to do a wash and go, I will, and I will use those other products. Will be more natural, not full of silicones. But so far, doing this and banding the hair down has been really good for my hair because it's low manipulation and it just allows my hair to rest and actually be healthy and grow. But this is what it's looking like. Hope you can see that. And yep, it feels really good. And the curls have, bounce and they're elongated. It feels great. So I got a little bit of something in my eye. But yes, that's pretty much the routine, and I just wanted to share that with you a little bit. And please feel free to give me your experiences. Let me know if you plan to purchase the products. If you have purchased them and you're waiting to use them, I'd like to hear about that. Just let me know kind of what you're thinking. What products do you use outside of what I've shared with you today. And please comment, like, subscribe, share. And thank you for always tuning in and being with me. And if you're watching it after the live, that's great too. Still giving your feedback. I love positive energy, positive communication and comments, and constructive opinions or criticism is welcome, but like, positivity is the vibe here. So I thank you for your time, and until next time, peace, abundance, blessings. Bye.